Kody and Janelle, they are freaking step-siblings. Today we are exposing the truth on Janelle from Sister Wives and her bizarre, freaking insane past. Oh my god, you guys, I don't want to waste any time, so let's just jump out into this one. There's so much to talk about. Where do we even begin? Number one, let's just start with this. I don't know if you guys knew, but do you guys know who Janelle's mom was actually married to for her third marriage? She was married to a man and then they ended up having Janelle, but sadly, it does kind of suck. It's sad, but her dad ended up passing away when she was very young. So Janelle's mom married another man who she ended up divorcing. That man, I believe, kind of actually helped raise Janelle. But her third husband, do you guys know who that is? Oh, guess who? It was Kody Brown's dad. She married Kody Brown's dad. So let's just backpedal real quick. Number one, Janelle, we all know Janelle, her mother on her third marriage, she was a sister wife. Obviously, Kody's dad was also, they're all polygamous. And so, he was already married to Kody's mom. I think he might have even had a second wife. His third wife, Kody's dad's third wife, I believe it was his third wife, was Janelle's mom. And we're just getting started, so let's cover that more in a minute, how the fact that, I just want to repeat myself, this is so freaking bizarre. Yes, Kody's dad and Janelle's mom were married, and they got married before Kody and Janelle got technically married. So whatever you want to call it, spiritually married, however you want to word that, because they're not technically by law, but they were, before they got married, their parents got married. But more on that in a minute. Let's first talk about, I do want to really quickly just mention, there is a rumor and a conspiracy theory going around. If you don't know, like I mentioned, Janelle's dad did pass away when she was like 2 or 3 years old, but his last name, it was, guess what, dun dun dun, Brown. And so I know Brown's like one of the world's most common last names, right there with Baker. But they were, they were from the same town as Kody and his family. And so it's probably a long shot. But my question is there a possibility that Janelle's original actual dad, her birth father, and Kody's family are related? Probably a long shot. I just want to throw that out there real quick. I would not be shocked. But now let's fast forward over into the rest of the parent stuff. So yeah, in 1992, long time ago, that is when Janelle's mom and Kody's dad, they tied the knot and got married. And you're probably wondering, okay, wait, when did Kody and Janelle get together and whatnot? And that brings us to our next weird, crazy, just bizarre point, and that is in 1988. From 1988 to 1990, guess who Janelle was also married to? First, before she married Kody, she married Mary's brother. Yes. What are they all? Did they all just grow up in the freaking cul-de-sac and everyone's just marrying each other? No, I think the whole point of this is just that their religion is tight-knit and small. And if you're in their religion, I don't mean to offend you, but probably for a reason, because it's just so freaking bizarre. But I don't mean to offend you. I'm not trying to judge anyone or anything like that. So please don't take it that way. But it is just like, what the heck? So yes, in 1988, Janelle married no one other than Mary's brother. And they were only married for 2 years, but that is how Janelle actually met Mary and Kody, because obviously Mary was the first wife, and so she got connected to Kody through Mary's brother. So it is just like, what the heck? So that happened in 88. They were married, like I said, they were married for a very short period of time. In 1990, they got divorced. Guess who filed for the divorce? So that was my first question when I was, kind of looking this stuff up, is wait a second. If she filed for the divorce, does that mean that she was kind of, interested in Kody? I don't want to say she was cheating, but is there a possibility? And if you do the research and look it up, it looks like Janelle has actually came out and said, I didn't cheat. However, that's how I met Kody. I was very interested and attracted to Kody, and that was kind of a factor of why our marriage didn't work. Now, she claims, though, that, they just weren't on the same page. They didn't have any kids together. It just wasn't a good fit. And but there has been a ton of rumors that, Kody was kind of in the mix of that. Because, like I said, 2 years later, Kody's dad and Janelle's mom tied the knot. And 1 year later, so 1993, that is when Janelle and Kody got married. So let's backpedal. 88, Janelle married, this is just so weird to say. Janelle married Mary's brother, and then in 92 years later, they got divorced. 2 years after that, that's when Kody's dad and Janelle's mom got married, and 1 year after that is when Janelle and Kody got married. So here is the moment of truth. This is not a lie. This is not dramatic. This is just the reality of the situation. If their parents got married in 92 and they got married in 93, They're freaking step-siblings. I don't care how you slice it and dice it. We can look at this a million different ways, but that is just the reality of this situation. Kody and Janelle are not by blood, but by paper and technically law, kind of, somewhat, sort of, they are freaking step-siblings. And if you guys thought all the drama was just with Janelle, no. The other ladies have other drama too. Obviously, Mary. Now, Mary, she did not choose to fall into this drama with her brother. That was not her choice, obviously, but the brother has been on the show, but as far as I know, now I could have missed something. I've been watching the show for years and years and years, I will say. But as far as I know, she has never actually been on the show, or he has never been on the show as, Janelle's ex-husband. He's been on the show as Mary's brother. So I don't know how that is for Kody being the brother-in-law. It is very freaking weird. And here's another kind of weird note, too, I want to say, is with Janelle's family. Janelle and Kody's daughter, Maddie, as we all know, is married to Caleb. Caleb's sister, Erica, is married to Kody's brother, making Erica both an aunt and a sister-in-law. Okay, that is makes it just the weirdest thing to Maddie. That is not very scandalous or anything, but it is still kind of freaking weird. But don't worry, we have more drama because then we can transition on over into Robyn. There's a little bit of drama with Robyn's ex-husband, and that is she has the kids with this man, and there has been a rumor circulating for some time that her ex is actually Christine's cousin. Because if you don't know, there's another rumor that Christine and Kody are fourth cousins. Now, it's not the biggest thing in the world. I'm from the Italian culture, and the Italian culture is kind of weird, but that's kind of the same old thing. Everyone's from the same village or town, and everyone's kind of marrying everyone. It's kind of weird, kind of creepy, but it must be the same thing with their faith. So it is kind of bizarre, but that is the rumor that they are fourth cousins, and because, like I said, that would technically make Kody and Christine both related to Robyn's ex-husband, if she's actually related. But I don't know how true that, there's a rumor, there's been several rumors, I don't know how true that is for sure, but don't get me wrong, I would not be shocked whatsoever if that was the case. And here's another really good one that I have to just real quick share, and that is Christine is also allegedly third cousins with her daughter Aspen's husband Mitch, making Mitch and Aspen third cousins once removed. So it is just a never-ending cycle. All the ending stuff with Christine and Kody and this and Robyn, that stuff is just, it's minimal. It doesn't shock me too much, to be honest, but the stuff with Janelle and Kody and their two freaking parents, I mean, hey, you can't choose your parents, but oh my God. Like, dude, their parents got married first, Janelle. Couldn't you have married another random guy? Not only that, Kody, he's not some catch. He's a complete idiot. So for me, it is like, I don't even know what the law states, but that can't be right or normal or legal for her to do that if they are technically step-siblings. So it is just absolutely bizarre. And the other thing, too, is the fact that, Janelle was with Mary's brother. That is just as bizarre. Obviously, they didn't have any kids. It wasn't that lengthy. It was a 2-year marriage. But still, it's like, oh my God, you're going to tell me you're going to be with, Mary's brother and then go and marry Mary's, husband? It doesn't make any sense. I don't know how Mary feels about it. Mary and Janelle, they don't have the best relationship, but they also don't have the worst. They're kind of just, they coexist. I don't think they're in very close touch or anything, but it is still just like, what the heck and what in God's name does, I just, there's so much stuff going through my head. Like for Mary, if they do a holiday, we all know for sure, Mary's brother's been on the show, and so there has to be some awkwardness with the brother and Kody. This is just so twisted, so weird, and honestly, guys, so freaking disgusting. Well, y'all, sister wives, the season is done. I am trying religiously to get someone to come on this show, to come on my show from their show. I'm trying and trying. The problem with sister wives is this: Kody and the 4 wives, they keep to themselves. They don't love to, do a lot of drama. If they're going to do an interview, they do an interview with People Magazine or Us Weekly or Entertainment Tonight. Me, the wee little, small little celeb talk guy, I have to hustle and bustle to get my interviews, and I still barely can get any because freaking, TLC and all those channels, they make it really, they had the whole NDA and then this, that, and the other, and so they really, in my opinion, don't want people going on channels like mine because I probably have agreements or contracts with people like, I don't know for sure, so please don't take this as real, advice or anything, but it's like, for sure, we see them always. They're going on People Magazine, Us Weekly, or Entertainment Tonight, and that is it. And so it's like, well, people like me, the little guys, we want to do interviews too, but I'm trying and trying and trying, and I'm not going to give up just yet. And if you want to hear from anyone that's on the show, but they're not like a main cast like Kody or the Four Wives, let me know, because that would be a lot easier for me to probably interview. I don't know who though. I'm still kind of trying to reach out to some random people on the show, but if you have anyone in particular you want me to interview, I would absolutely love to, because I want to ask the million-dollar question, and that is, what is Kody really like in real life when the cameras are gone? Because when the cameras are on him, he's loud and proud and never shut the heck up, but it's like, when the cameras aren't on him, is the guy still that annoying? I don't know. I love this show though, and I love the drama, and the family just keeps on getting crazier and crazier and crazier. Well, guys, thank you all so much for watching. What some bizarre drama that I don't even know. I'm speechless. Well, guys, if you are new to this channel, please hit that like button, hit the comments below, hit the subscribe and or follow button. It says follow if you're on Facebook, and it says subscribe if you're on YouTube. Well, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and y'all better stay tuned for many more videos.